My name is Blonde, James Blonde. I'm going to mix up paint. I'm going to add into that some PVA for more adherence because we have all plaster walls. Rolling would be impossible for them because you would get a lot of sand loose instead of adding paint, which you would do, one would, but you would also ruin the walls in the process. So we're spraying it. We have a spray painter that we own jointly with Tony and Jane. And I'm going to mix up my paint and then I'm going to start with Stuart's help, covering the staircase up so that any overspray or so will drizzle down and not be stuck on my lovely stairs because I still have to sand those and prep them and all. So that's what we're going to do today. That will up there change the look completely, and it's really exciting and a little scary. Why? Hello there, welcome and to my little review of the, what is this, Chateau paint sprayer that I purchased. I have to turn this around now. First of all, the spray pistol that came with it was defective, did not work. Ordered a new pistol, which was about a third of the price of this machine in itself. Now, it actually did work for about 20 minutes, and there is a part in here that has a crack in it now. So it sprayed a couple of liters, about a gallon of paint, spilled it onto the floor, onto walls, and now I have to clean that up. So, Shpigler, I'm really not just not impressed, I'm really disgusted. This has now set me back a week on my projects because I can't do the flooring without having the ceilings and walls sprayed. And we have walls that are ancient plaster, so I can't actually regularly paint or roll them. So that, hence, the paint sprayer. You don't buy this. Absolutely not. So when things go bad, wrong, they really go wrong. We're now another 2 weeks behind. So paint sprayer, because we have the ceilings and we have ancient plaster, which the wood ceilings are, yes, of course, one can paint them, but it takes forever with a roller or a brush. But the ancient plaster, you can't. I did finally, so frustrated, thinking I'm just going to paint it with a thick napped roller. The sand and crumbs that fall down is just horrible. So you lose half your plaster. It's not helpful. So finally, we had the problem with the spray gun, the actual nozzle part of the spray painter, or the paint machine, or pulverisateur. And so Stuart ordered a different pistol, and it worked. And it worked for 20 minutes, and that was it. And then I thought one of the hoses came loose, but no, the hoses are fine. It's actually a crack in one of the connector piece between the compressor and the hoses. It's plastic, and it's spraying out of there like crazy. So I look like, I don't know, crazy and like slightly nuts. But there was so much paint on the floors that I had to clean up, and we can't put the floor in before we have the painting done. So all of this is keeping us from going forward, and our mattresses have been canceled, so we don't have the beds either. So when things don't progress, they really don't progress, and that's where we are right now. It's very, very frustrating, but we won't give up. So this is Anne Grand Noir du Berry. Anne, Liane here, that means the donkey, the big black donkeys of the Berry. And they were almost extinct in the 1950s because they were not used in agriculture anymore. And there was an initiative to save them as a breed. And here we go. Beautiful. I'm so glad that people had the passion. Hello from a beautifully hot Château de Colombe here. It's wonderful. And we are going to Lalacelle. We're going to stay in the 401 suite this weekend in the Marie Antoinette suite because there's the big birthday bash for Terry. And I have ironing to do. And it is so incredibly hot. And having a steam iron in a real lovely pressure steam iron is great. However, I'm not going to be pretty when it's done. But we're going to get ready to leave the chateau and see the suite again for one suite, which we had seen last time a couple of months ago when it was still under construction. So really excited to stay there.
If you enjoyed this video, please use the like feature to let us know. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our Journey to the Chateau YouTube channel if you would like to see more. Once you've subscribed, you can tap the notification bell in order to ring it, which will allow you to receive all notifications from our channel. Thank you.